Hello and welcome everybody to episode 69.
No, it is not. It's 70. Last week was 69.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You
it
missed
wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
no, it wasn't because
Yes, it was. I don't give a shit
Nope.
what you named it.
nope,
Last week was
because
69.
I didn't put an
I don't
did not
care.
put an episode number on it.
We introduced it as 69, so you lose. This is episode 70. Sorry.
At 69, so good it came twice.
Hey, okay. Ooh, all right.
Hey.
That works. Anyways, we're all back here. So, yeah, it's good to be back. And we'll give our first impressions to new games this week that we've been playing, including Mixtape. And I believe Nick has been playing Dead as Disco. And whatever else we've been playing, whatever Rick's been playing, whatever I've been, working and playing at the same time. Our thoughts on Starfox, whatever little game news sprinkled in here. And then we have a little bit of a video game character guessing game for Nick and Rick. So
next one down.
I know. I saw it. I have to give time to read this one first. Calm down.
Okay. All right. I'm siding with the other two. This is technically episode 70. If we want to get technical about this, there are several other episodes that are not numbered. So technically 69 was ages ago.
But once again, we introduced last week as 69. Whether you were here or not, whether you decide that is accurate.
Oh, you
or not,
introduced
last
it
week.
as 69.
Last week, Stoking it, and Freight officially called it episode 69.
Well,
it was a canon event with our baguette bro.
69 does require.
If you want to call this episode 69 fucking third wheel edition, okay, that's what we can do that.
69 repeat edition.
69 cuck edition.
There we go.
Okay. Well, anyways, it's good to be back. I gotta get back on the wagon here. I haven't been on the show for like 2 weeks, so it feels good to be back. Made it back from Mexico. Didn't get killed in by cartel or anything like that.
Maybe next time.
Next time. A little lackluster. So
I'm gonna have to get a refund.
How's everybody's week been going? Nick, let's go with you first.
I feel like it's been a week, really. I can't even really point to any one thing. I don't know. I've been really going through it this week,
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's kind of been like a week for all of us, I think. Rick, you kind of almost got flooded out there of your own place.
Yeah, that was actually perhaps the sole good part of the week because it was funny. Except that my fucking shoes were soaking wet after that. I couldn't even wear them yesterday. They were still soaking wet. Yeah, so
those little shoe warmer racks.
The TLDR, that for anybody but these two guys, where I work, I was sitting in my office, not doing work to be clear. I was watching a YouTube video, but somebody pokes his head in and says, and I quote, "Hey, I'm happy to ruin your day, but your office is about to have water in it." I was like, "What the hell does that mean?" And he's like, "Something in the next building over burst." I was like, "What is he?" Then I didn't have any time for questions. He walked away. So I was like, "What the hell does that mean?" I walked out of my office and turned to the right, and I saw water pouring into our building. Our warehouses is 4 connected warehouses, basically. And I'm in the D building. That's right, D. You get the D. And in the C building, is where the water was coming from. And I was like, "What the hell?" I peeked around the corner, and I was like, "That's a lot of water." Okay. So I ran back in, grabbed my laptop, tried to get the hell out. By the time I got my laptop disconnected, which bear in mind is 1 cable because I use a dock. Well, it's 2 cables. It's the dock and then an extra monitor I've plugged in. And put it in my bag. The water was already making its way to my door. So this water was moving at a rather high rate of speed. So I went outside as quickly as I could. By this point, water was already pouring down the steps. I looked at our docks. I showed you guys a video of our docks. It looked like 5 waterfalls. It did. The water was pouring out of there. What ended up happening was, I guess the is either 8 or 10 inch. I have yet to get a proper diagnosis as to what size the pipe is. Main sprinkler line, something burst on it. And when I saw a video later, which again I showed these two knuckleheads, of somebody outside of that room taking a video. Remember the scene in Titanic when the hull breached and all you saw was water spraying on everywhere? I am not. I'm not lying. That is exactly what it looked like. It was just spraying out. I was like, okay, now I understand why I'm being told they can't shut it off, because I don't know how you get to that. And it was filling up the room and spilling around out of it, and it was hilarious. We had that much water filling up in a warehouse that had the garage doors open to let the water out. That is how fast the water was pouring out of there. I think they estimated it was probably about 250,000 gallons of water is what went through there over 40 minutes.
That's insane.
And yeah, other than that, the week sucked, but that was pretty funny.
You got to figure though. I mean, now it makes sense when you say there's like 4 warehouses all together. Like that would be a lot of area for the sprinkler system. They'd have to have a lot of water to cover all that.
Well, yeah, because before the company I work for bought it, it was technically 4 different places. And actually, we also bought the facility across the street now, so we actually have 5 more, but they were obviously on a separate system, so they weren't affected by this. But yeah, they basically had to be. This probably was only the sprinkler system for that building, but obviously they're all interconnected to some degree. The problem was, like I said, because of the way that it was just spraying out of there at an insane rate, they couldn't get to shut it. They couldn't get to the shutoff to kill it. So they had to wait for the water company, who eventually got there, but they had to go through some trial and error because they weren't sure which one it was. So they had to shut off like 5 different valves in succession until they found the right one.
Crazy.
It was insane. And it was hilarious.
I mean, it sounds like
chaos.
A good time. It sounds like a good time. Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, I can show real quick the video. Hold on.
Oh, yes.
Instead of just trying to describe it. So
here's
a picture.
Solid.
Here's a picture from me standing at the dock.
This looks like DLSS 5. I'm not going to lie.
This is my office, which you
like Starfox.
See super well, but if you look, I can't zoom in backwards this way. Here we go. If you look at the casters, you can see how high the water was. Okay, watch this. Ignore the kid. It's hard to do.
Yeah, we don't like him. Jesus. It's so good.
It's so much water.
Man, that's crazy.
If someone would have told me it was that much, I absolutely would not have believed it. But I saw it firsthand, and I was like, "That is so much water! Holy shit!"
That's an insane amount of water.
Like you genuinely could have filled. You could have filled in a. What's that?
Are you guys turning into a data center or what?
I don't know. I hope it cost the company a hell of a lot of money, but I don't know. Yeah, you absolutely could have, like, not exaggerating, you could have filled up an Olympic swimming pool in probably 30 seconds. That's how fast the water was pouring out of there.
That's crazy. Crazy. I don't know. I felt like this week was so weird after coming off of vacation. I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't even play that many games, really. I played, like, World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14 at the beginning. Yeah, because I just coming off of vacation mode, fixing fires that were, started while I was gone, truck problems again, and yeah, it was just it was a week, and I have to work tomorrow, so it's just a long week, and I'm ready for next week to start, basically. But at least while I was on the trip, to go into what games we've been playing last week, I played a shit ton of Vampire Chronicles. Like, we'd go to bed and I would stay up playing, and then when I'm an early bird, so I'd wake up, play while we're sitting waiting for the plane, blah blah blah. So I get a lot of time into Vampire Crawlers. I think I only need 3 achievements to get 1,000. Oh, wow. Yeah, I played it a lot. So
are you at the final level?
Oh, I beat the final level.
Okay.
So yeah, the only thing I have left is I have to play purple cards, beat the Joker, and something else. I can't remember what else it is. But I had a lot of fun with it, and it's still I will still have fun with it. I'm sure there are going to be updates for it and stuff. So I'm definitely excited to see where it goes, considering I had no interest in this game and now I've almost platinumed or 1,000 achievement scored it. So I don't know. But yeah, this week I played World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14. Really just didn't play anything this week. I would get home and I would like flop on the couch and I just didn't feel like doing anything. So played some Mixtape, but we'll get into that a little bit later once everybody says what they've been playing, and then me and Nick can talk about that for a bit, because I don't think Rick has played that one. So slow
we'll give you that
idea. slow week on video games played by me, really. So what about you, Rick? What have you been playing?
Well, and what's seemingly becoming a weekly event here, played Crimson Desert as well as the new Crimson Desert updates. So here we go. This last update added the ability to the primary additions were, number one, the ability to re-challenge bosses. So I tested it out. I fought whatever that dude's name is, that basically the first actual boss that you fight. He's more of a mini boss, but the guy that teaches you the knee slam or whatever. I forget his name because of an M. So I refought him just to check it out. It gives you the option to refight them as they were. So if you fight them ways down the line, you'll pretty much slaughter them, or in some way like an updated version, like probably scaling them to what you are now. In addition, it due to requests, they added. I don't understand exactly how this works because I haven't had it happen yet. But once you've like taken a location and freed it, it now has it where the different groups can try to take it back. Now I don't think it's anything like Stalker where they'll actually like battle, in front of you and it actually be like dynamic. I think it just kind of happens. It does have the ability to turn it more frequent or off entirely, I guess. I just have it set to where it was, but I don't quite understand exactly how the cycle works. Like I don't know what, like I don't know if it's like an X number of in-game days or weeks or whatever. It does explain it. I just didn't know what I was talking about. But yeah, they did today release a kind of pre-patch notes for what they're going to be releasing on the next one. So it doesn't sound like it's going to be tomorrow. They said within the next couple of days. They are adding a few more exotic mounts. So maybe one day, Nick, your line will come back. Who knows?
Oh,
every time I see a patch,
I'm waiting.
I wait to see if there's a lion in there.
Peter's waiting for his Aslan over here.
Off the top of my head, I do not remember anything else. They also didn't give full patch. To be clear, they didn't give full patch notes. They just kind of gave like a Twitter post saying that something like that was what was in it. Yeah, still just kind of plugging away at that, playing a little bit of Starfield. But really, nothing has changed. Everything is exactly as it has been, which is, if you know me, that's weird. We're on like 2 straight months now of me playing like the same 4 games.
Slow time
enough
for you. What about you, Nick? What have you been playing?
I too have been big in the vampire crawlers. That has been my, Xbox rewards. You got to go on and play a game for 15 minutes, and that always equates to, up until yesterday, it was I got to log on and do at least one run of vampire crawlers. So I think I finally beat Gallow Tower. That one was like kind of a nice little stop for me. So I'm at Weenie Bridge now. So that was an interesting one. It's been a lot of fun there. The other game I jumped into, I actually streamed it. Was it Monday night? Was it Wednesday night now? Wednesday night, because Monday night was. I tried to play some old Star Wars games, and that went awful.
Yeah, that was. It was.
Yeah, I saw you playing something very old. I forget what it was.
Okay, so in my defense, it looked awful for everyone else, but it looked not bad on my screen. But it just the resolution is awful.
What was it? I don't remember what you were playing.
I tried to do a bunch of stuff. I almost bricked my computer trying to do Shadows of the Empire because it went to a gray screen.
I think that's what it was, actually. And I saw that. I was like, what the hell?
Rogue Squadron was putting out at like 640 by 480.
It was Rogue Squadron. That's what it was.
So it was like on my screen, it was all stretched out to work, but on OBS, it was like this tiny little box in the corner that nobody could see anything. So then I jumped over to Republic Commando, and I was like, "Oh man, this game is so much fun! It's so awesome!" And oh my god, is it so easy? It is so freaking easy. Like I just like incredibly easy.
You almost can't die.
Yes,
there's
it's
like
impossible.
There's like one point in the game where I think you're only with one other squad mate. That's the only time where you can realistically die. In that
and
game.
I remember at the time thinking this is the most badass game ever. And
well,
it isn't.
It is.
But,
yeah.
I mean, you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Still one of the most blue balls cliffhangers of all time.
I mentioned
it needs a sequel
in his chat while he was
it
playing.
Is agonizing.
Yep.
It needs a sequel from Respawn. I don't
seriously.
So
give it to us.
I'll mention another podcast briefly. This goes back a few years, but Ryan McCaffrey from IGN does Podcast Unlocked, the Xbox podcast. Back a couple years ago, they used to do like trivia for whoever was on the show at the end.
Yep, I remember.
He would do it for a while.
Controller every year. For whoever won, got the controller at the end of the year.
This was before they had a trophy, if I remember correctly. I don't remember them ever having a trophy at this point. But it got to the point he was having a hard time on the questions, so he was letting people write in questions.
Yep.
Do you remember that? Okay.
Yep.
One guy wrote in a question saying, Star Wars Republic Commando, what were the names of your squad mates? And the answer that he wrote down was wrong. Like he had the right answer. It was like answer B or whatever, but he said the right answer was A. I almost wrecked my car. I was so angry because I was like, how can you possibly not know? But, to be fair, I think the guy might have made a typo when he was sending this. Like, obviously, he knew what the names were because he had the correct names, but he picked the wrong answer. And I'm surprised Ryan didn't catch it because I know Ryan liked that game actually. But
it's a great game.
It was a fantastic game.
Again, so good.
And remember how there was all the fake leaks forever that there was going to be Imperial Commando, which would have been maybe the greatest Star Wars game ever made, because no joke, we need more stuff when you play as the Empire. We really freaking do.
Yes.
Yeah, my son's just begging for it.
So afraid of that. I don't understand it. They're so afraid of that.
I was literally a stormtrooper guardian of the Death Star before I had to get on the podcast because that's what we always do after dinner.
Nice.
Does he know you die a pretty brutal death?
Nope.
Hey, sacrifices got to be made sometimes.
He's still on the full blown Jedi are boring train.
Well, he's right.
Good on him. Good on him.
Yeah.
I see you're bringing him up right.
Yes. I mean, hey, to be fair, as a kid, I was fully enamored with the Jedi and the whole lightsaber thing. And he's like, General Grievous has got 4 of them. Why do I need to be a Jedi?
He's got way more than that.
More is better.
But he uses 4 at a time.
Yep. But and then after that, I played Dead as Disco, and that was a really enjoyable game. It kind of hits that same part of my brain that like Guitar Hero does, only you have like Arkham style combat, which is really awesome. It's early access. It's pretty cheap. I would say the boss encounters, I think part of that was because I had the streamer mode on, so they kind of took out some of the songs because they were licensed. So it was a little repetitive. I also kind of sucked. So they were a little long.
Do you actually get monetization?
No, I don't. But I'm always worried about it.
Don't turn that on. What are they going to do? All they can do is demonetize it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, I went through because they also have this really cool mode where you can add your own music and you kind of can go into like
about that.
It works really well.
Nice.
And as I was showing them at the chat, like when I have like 80 gigs worth of music, because I used to be really big into Google Play Music. Back when they're giving away like the 55-cent albums. So I have like so much music that I bought on there. And then also I used to like upload my own music to it. So like when it went away, they gave you a month to download it all. So I just have it always carried on the computer. But anyways, you can go through, you can upload it. They tell you to go between 120 and 200 beats per minute for the songs work the best. It works pretty well. You can also go through and fine tune it. Like if there's a beat change somewhere, I'm not good enough for that. So I'm hoping that maybe somewhere down the line, the community will kind of go through and maybe put in the files for you to like custom music with the maybe the whole trigger setup and stuff like that. It'd be awesome. But otherwise, it's really fun. It's kind of like jump on for a little bit and just kind of zone out to some good music while you're just beating up some bad guys Arkham style.
Nice. Yeah, it does look interesting. And when I heard that you could import your own music, I was like, oh, this just got even more interesting to me. But I can't do early access right now. There's just too many goddamn games. Like
Well, here's the thing
Alabaster
that's-
Dawn is early access, and I really want that game, but I'm waiting.
Well, here's the great thing. This is where I buy into the early access stuff. You get it cheaper now.
True.
Get it
True.
Well, it
cheaper.
depends on the game. Some of them do, some of them don't. Though.
But now, see what I do with that, with the early access, is when they announce 1.0 or whatever, that's when I buy the early access.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like the
Usually.
price goes up at that point too, though.
Sometimes it
They
does.
usually
Yeah.
know.
Sometimes it does.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
depends on the game. Sometimes they
Yeah.
hold the early access price until final release. Sometimes they
Yeah.
like for example, what's it called? Road to Vostok. That granted the discount was only $2 because it was only a $20 game, but
Right.
the discount was only for like the first 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it was.
I
After,
think so,
after
yeah.
early access release.
Yep.
I will say too, the nice thing about it is like the actual story mode boss fights that you have. There's a lot of cinematics to it, and like the way the arena switches up in between like the different stages, and it's really, really cool. The art style is really cool. It almost kind of reminds me of Pistol Whip, which is probably my favorite VR game out there.
Game.
It's just fun
So
top
good.
to bottom. So it's really good at $20. And I think at least if you don't even get into the importing your own music, I would say you probably have at least 6 to 8 hours in there. Easy.
That's cool. Do you know if Nissa also said in chat that there's a roadmap? Do you know if there's anything in the roadmap for them to add like official music at all to it, like Beat Saber or something type of thing? Or
the roadmap is supposed to be more music. They're adding. There's like 2 or 3 more actual story bosses they're supposed to be adding. There's also a kind of roguelike style-ish mechanic to it, in that like the better you do, the more points you get, the more fans you unlock, and you can use the fans to unlock skills. There's a base skill tree, then there's certain skills you only unlock that they come from the boss that you just beat, and then you can level those up. But then you can also you can upgrade the club that you are in. You can put decorations in there, you can fix it up, you can also unlock outfits and things like that. So there's stuff to kind of grind for if you really wanted to.
okay, it's on my radar. It's on my wish list, so I'll get there eventually. But not today. Not today.
Get that.
Why don't you continue on, and then I'll chime in on my thoughts on this week's release surprise, very well reviewed this week, Mixtape. What are your thoughts? Where are you at in it?
Okay, so let me preface this by saying it looked interesting, and it was like, oh, check that out, but it was not really on my radar at all.
Same.
And then the reviews came out, and it was like 10, 10, 10, 10. And then, like, I mean, not all 10s, but, you know, places that you don't normally see 10s were like popping 10s. And I was like, okay, and there were 9s. And I was like, man, there's something here. So I jumped into it, right? And how I've got to describe this game is, you know how you listen to an old song and it doesn't give you a specific memory, but it almost kind of takes you to a certain time, a certain feeling or a set of mind that you had at the time, right? That's what this game does. And taking me back to, and it does it not even with the music that I necessarily listen to, but it's just, it's nostalgia.
Yeah.
Top to bottom in the best way, by not like, it's not picking a specific thing. It's got so much 90s thrown in there between like all of the references between, you know, recording off from the radio on your tape deck, the whole Walkman style, like CD player attached to the hip, chaw, you know, like even the lingo, you know,
the lingo's right
everything's
on,
so metal, you know, it's just, it's one of those coming of age stories, which we've seen them done a million times, right? Some of the best movies are that way too, the coming of age stories. But this one, like, I don't know, man. Like, it speaks to me in a way that almost takes me back, and I'm able to remember what that felt like, remember where I was at the time, and in a very visceral way, relate to it. And it's just so appealing to me that I cannot stop raving about this game, which is, I'm told, is 4 hours, and I'm maybe halfway through at this point, would be my guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably about halfway through, I would say too, because we had talked earlier and we're about the same area. And I looked at a walkthrough chapter wise, and it's like exact like half, I think, from where we are after Cassandra's house.
Yep.
And anything else that you want to say, or can I chime in? Or?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So it, like you said, it is a nostalgia, like it does bring you back to where you were in the 90s as growing up as a teenager in the 90s. Like this was it, the CD player, the headphones, the way they talked, the aesthetic of they even just got like the 90s suburban life down. Now, I'm not in suburban life at all when I was growing up, but just the feel of that suburban life when you watch movies and stuff, it just felt like they nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the moments that just made me go back and like think about spending time with my friends and like walking through the woods and stuff, there's a scene where they're walking through the woods and then they're like, oh, we got to cross this field to get to where we're going. But they make the field turn into like this jumping, running thing. And they're just like doing tricks in the air. And it just gave you that thought of like so carefree back, how like just everything was like, okay.
The real world hasn't hit you yet.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. And so it was very, it was just very nostalgia of not feeling, young anymore. It's like, I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
And but the writing is well done. The voice acting is really well done. I like the artistic style of the graphics and everything. There's a couple shots of where the camera is. I think it's the second time you ride the skateboard and it's down by like foot level and you're going down the hill. I thought that was super cool. While I do love the game, I shouldn't say love the game. I should say I really do like this game. It was absolutely not on my radar whatsoever. I'd seen it, but I was like, I'm not usually into these type of games at all. And then the reviews came out and I was like, okay, I'll play it. It's on Game Pass. I'll give it a try. It's perfect for my handheld. So tried it out. Like I said, I'm halfway through. I'm not sure if I agree with all of the 10s it's getting from multiple outlets, but I think it's a strong like 8.5, 9 type of thing. I can see where certain outlets for that style of game giving it a 10 and stuff, but going across the board, I think there is a little bit of nostalgia goggles on there. Like if it wasn't set in the 90s and this was just another game just telling a story, I probably wouldn't love it nearly as much, but they do captivate that 90s feel with friends like so well. So go ahead.
I would argue it's not even necessary because like I'm a younger guy and like I grew up in the 90s.
Like 2 years. Even a younger guy.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is,
yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, yes, I was during the 90s, but like a lot of where I was at this period in where what they're going through was in the mid 2000s. You know what I mean? So like, and it was a little bit different. I mean, not still somewhat different, but like not. There's a lot of themes that I feel like in there are just like the overall. It captures that feeling of youth of in that stage of where you are in high school that almost in a way that a lot of things haven't been able to do quite well. Like they tap into it with just that feeling of they know better, the invincibility, but also at the same point in time will kind of poke fun of it at itself at times. Because obviously they're, as we all know, we thought we were smart, but we were pretty dumb.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I am like I don't want it to end, though I feel like 4 or 5 hours, if you are looking for everything, is probably a good amount for this game, honestly. But I'm very, very interested to see where it goes because they have this whole map planned out and all of a sudden life happens and you're not in dream world anymore. So I'm interested to see how they handle that. Like I'm upset for them because growing up, I'm like, I know how that shit falls apart. So I'm like, I don't want it to fall apart for them. So.
See, and the other thing too that just it took me back is like the whole idea of like hiding booze in your room and like having to like do the whole like, oh, you know, here's a couple beers that are like, I don't know, been cooking for like 3 weeks or the entire summer, and I got to sneak them out in my bag, and hopefully my parents don't check my bag, you know?
Yeah, when they were, because I never drank as a kid, and I did think though, however, where they were hiding the alcohol in like the speaker, I was like, that's genius. That's like really good.
Yep. It was in the closet underneath a bunch of clothes. Yeah.
I bet you were.
Yeah. So it just, I don't know, man. Like there's a lot of stuff that I can relate to it. And it's just, though I will say in your defense, I would probably land it at 9 as well. I don't know that once I finish it, if I'll ever go back to it again, because there's not a lot of replayability here, but I think that it's just a really, really good 4 hour. Well, so far, again, I'm only 2 hours, so I don't know what the back half looks like, but it's kind of like just a really awesome experience, top to bottom, very tight, gives you what you want.
Yeah, and the price point is, even if you're not playing it on Game Pass, which is free, with the monthly subscription, I think it's like $17.99 on sale right now, like $15.49 on Green Man Gaming. I think it's definitely worth that. I've played a lot worse games for more, so I really can't complain. And this is also one of those games that's showing me to branch out more. Like I've been playing more indie games now that I've had my handheld, like Vampire Crawlers. There's been a few others. I started playing. I didn't mention it because I don't have enough time in it, but I started playing. I think it's pronounced Mio. I believe Rick and Silk have been playing it a lot. What do we get a code for? Oh, look at Freight in
Keep
here
talking.
with the code.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, you don't know what a good Metroidvania is, so we'll take your opinion here with a very, very light grain of sand.
I was thinking that while I was playing Mio. I only played Mio for like half an hour, and I was laughing to myself because I was like, I find way more enjoyment in this than Hollow Knight ever did. And I'm like, I know Hollow Knight and Silk Song and stuff is hailed and as it should be, but man,
see, Nick, this is what I meant. You're not the first one getting kicked off the show. It's gonna be him.
I got far enough in it that before I put it down that I'm safe, right? That's
no, I'll do it by myself if I have to.
But yeah, I will play probably some more Mio after I'm done with Mixtape, and give better thoughts on that once I play it some more. But
if anybody does redeem that, by the way, let us know so I can take it off the screen, please.
Right.
Yeah. As well. So Rick, how excited are you to play Mixtape soon? As nice as possible.
So there are few people on Earth that revere the 90s as much as I do. When I hear people talk wax poetically about the 80s, I'm like, you're all stupid. The 80s sucked. The 90s is where it was at.
90s is where it's at.
The music was 1,000 times better. You actually had technology that existed and wasn't, like it was in the 80s. I might give movies the 80s. I might do that, but I have less than zero interest in this game whatsoever. But I'm glad everybody likes it. I have seen some things about it. I don't get the revelation, but to each his own, I suppose.
He saw the kissing thing and was like, I'm out.
I did see the kissing thing, and I was like, yeah, if I wasn't out before, I'm sure as hell out now because this is fucking stupid. But
reminds me of how awkward your first kiss was, man. It's just tongues everywhere. And you're like, what are you doing? I don't know. Just throw it in there some more.
Far apart doing it either. You're not like
these people have some huge tongues.
With the braces on the one too, it's like
that's pretty good.
I thought I would segue from this a little bit into something that I'm sure will rile up the masses. I'm sure they'll take. I'm sure the man to my, I guess depending how you're looking at this, to my left on the screen, I'm sure he'll take this quite well.
Oh boy.
I watched a movie Wednesday that now to be clear, have seen this movie before.
Okay.
I have seen it in its entirety. It's been a long time. I don't think actually until this I ever actually did watch it start to finish though. It's gonna make you.
Okay.
Now I'd seen the whole thing, but I want you to guess at this. Okay, it's a very beloved '80s movie. If you think of maybe the most beloved '80s movie, what do you think of?
God, there's so many, Rick. Is it something that you just said you've seen it before?
I have
Is it
seen
a
it.
cartoon?
Is it a what?
Is it a cartoon?
What genre?
It is not. It is not. Well, the reason I was getting to this is because you mentioned about the coming of age. It's not quite that, but it
Is
kind
it
of.
Stand By Me?
No, it is
Fast
not.
Times.
No, but you were closer. Sorry, I can't get my fingers right.
Okay.
You're missing probably the most beloved kids movie there is from that time period.
I mean, there's so many.
No. Already, I can tell you no. Nah, I would not consider Breakfast Club a kids movie. It's more of like a high school kids movie. This is like This is like middle school age, maybe.
Goonies?
Yes, Goonies. Yes.
Okay.
Hold on.
No! Before you interrupt me,
I was going to lose my shit.
I said I have seen it. It's just been a really long time, and I don't think I ever watched it start to finish.
Okay.
This movie is an enigma because I don't know how it's possible to actually be this brilliant and also be a pretty overrated movie, to be honest with you. It's an amazing movie. It is. I'm not disputing that at all. I do think it's perhaps a bit... I understand this is watching it in 2026, but man, I kind of forgot how absolutely inept what's their names? The Fantellis? Is that their name? The bad guys?
Of the bad guys, yeah.
Like they're unbelievably inept. The cops are completely inept. The only ones with a brain, the only ones with a brain are, yeah, it really is. I mean, I get that.
It is,
but good movie, good adventure. That's what makes it so good. Is it kind of hits that like child wonderment of going on an adventure and finding like a hidden, path or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say it is perhaps a little bit overloved, but currently, again, it's a fantastic movie. I am not saying it is not. It really is. It is a brilliant movie.
I can see where you're coming from with that, though.
And like I said, I am looking at this through 2026 lens, but I have seen it before, so it's not like I'm watching it for the first time now, right? And I will say, and this is something I kind of did not remember until I watched it this time, it does take way too long to get going. The opening is much too long.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
My to keep on top of with Goonies, my grandmother, God rest her soul or whatever, looked exactly like the mother.
No, really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
And people were like, why are you scared of your grandmother when I was like 6 years old? And I was like, let me tell you why.
The scene when she's like scowling and like chasing them like that. I will remember that scene like for like even not remembering much about the movie. I remembered that scene. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like a zoom in on her walking in the in the caves or whatever.
And that's how I saw my grandmother yelling at me when I would take snacks from the kitchen because that's what she looked like from the Goonies. She was nice, but she looked exactly like the mom from Goonies.
Yeah, like what? It's probably a good half hour until they even fall through the or climb through the grate, I guess.
Yeah,
I didn't remember it being that long, but man, it really is.
Because they get all together, and then there's the very young Josh Brolin in there.
I genuinely forgot it was him, and I saw it. I'm like this dude looks kind of familiar. I was like, holy shit.
Yep. Yeah, I forgot it was him until like I don't know, like only like several years ago. I was like, holy shit, that was Josh Brolin.
like the only ones that I truly remembered are obviously Sean Astin and the Korean guy that was Short Round in Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Juan.
Yeah, I couldn't even begin to pronounce his name. So I'm not going to try.
I can't remember his name whatsoever. So, yeah, but yes, a good segue into Goonies. Yeah, I can see that.
I thought I'd throw out a little Rick's Flicks kind of stir the internet up. Get it through tomatoes. Throw a few tomatoes.
I'm not excited for Goonies 2 at all. Because I think they're going to be. I think they're going to butcher the shit out of it. And it's supposedly the same cast.
I kind of think
I'm all set.
the ship, no pun intended, has sailed on that one.
Well, on that note, folks.
Real quick though, before you transition,
did
you happen to see the Lego Inferno? Because that is pretty freaking brilliant, actually. I will say that.
Lego?
The pirate ship.
Oh, yes, yes.
Ship.
No, that one is really good.
It had like even not. Well, I can't say not the biggest Goonies fan, but I'm not as big of a Goonies fan as many others, right? Even as I saw that, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely one of their better
good,
sets. Yeah. Like, cause it has like every major like trap that they encounter and stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. But to go back on what you said, I can definitely get behind of like remembering how good Goonies is. I haven't seen it for probably a decade.
I think modern glasses will show you it's not quite as brilliant or not quite as perfect as you remember it being.
It is, really. Especially from the 80s. That you go back and watch them and you're like, it's still good, but
it does have very cartoony design to it. Like again, with how incompetent the villains are and the fact that they can like, some of the traps you watch it and it's like, if you have even half of a brain, you could walk around this. It's nothing, like it's supposed to be like this dangerous, like scary thing. Like even the Cobblepot piano or Cobber, whatever the hell his name was, Chester Cobblepot. It's like, yeah, if you like positioned yourself correctly, you would never fall, but
jeez.
Yep. Let's touch on a little bit of news before we get into nothing like too crazy to touch on. I mean, we'll go over a couple things, but Xbox released its new logo / boot up screen. I liked it. Nothing crazy. Kind of back to old standard type of thing. Kind of like a mix of everything. I liked it. Not bad there.
What the only thing I will say, and it's not that it even pertains to me, but and this is something Microsoft always says. It's nothing new. Why don't they just let you go like, I like this one or I like that one, and why not just let you pick which one? It's already there. Yeah, I don't understand. Right. And Sony does the same thing. It's not just them, right? Like when Sony changes something, they immediately take it away. It's like, why not just leave it there as an option? I don't understand.
When they had, I think it was last year at some point with the PlayStation, you could have
those are there now.
All four. Are they there now? Mm-hmm. I'll have to double check because I was like straight up PS1 like all the time.
Yeah, they added them maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah, just have them in there. Why not?
Give me the OG Xbox load up, please.
Hell yeah. Classic.
That was awesome.
Classic. Nintendo has released not earning reports, not that one. I don't care about that because of course they made money. But the Switch 2 is going up in price. I think it's
quite a heads up though. It doesn't go up till September.
Yes, which is nice. Plenty of people can have time to go in, and what is it like? I think in America it's $50, I think.
Yeah.
So it's still
boost your sales before it's got to go up.
Yep.
I mean, it
you got in hand.
It is smart.
Yep. Yep. Because people are going to say, "Oh, cool! I have till September. I'll buy it till then." And then who knows? Maybe AI crashes a bit more, and more companies go under, and maybe RAM gets cheaper, and they don't have to raise the price. They're going to raise the price,
or we get the purge. Who knows? It could go either way at this point,
right? Let's see, what else did we have here? I didn't really hear much this week. Aceros released this week, didn't it? Or was it last week?
Last week.
Last week.
That kind of came and went, I feel like.
Yeah, it has not sold well, evidently. I don't even know if it's sold 1 million copies yet.
I'm interested in it, but it reviewed well, I thought, like 8s type of thing. I'm definitely interested in it, but I'm going to wait for a sale on that one.
So Nick, this is our second piece of evidence that he did not watch last week's episode.
No, I didn't even have reception.
Not only did you not know that last week was episode 69, but we also, I talked about Saros a little bit.
Yeah. Now, have you played it or
a little bit? I didn't play it this week, but I did play it last week.
Oh, I was surprised. I'm surprised you got it.
Well, remember I was not interested, but then one of, I don't remember which one it was.
One of the videos was like it's
one of the shows
or whatever.
It seemed to address at least some of my criticisms of Returnal that made me kind of turned off on it. So,
gotcha.
But
I would
I was just kidding. I did
Not on
not expect you
PC.
to watch the episode, but yeah, I'm not so sure you'll get it on PC now because I don't.
Probably not.
Nope.
Even if they had not stopped that, I think Returnal did very, very poorly on PC. So I don't know if they'd have ported this one anyway.
Probably.
I
not.
loved Returnal. I
thought Returnal
still
was
play
good.
that from time to time. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not
I
talking
thought
about
it was
sales.
good.
I'm not talking about quality. I'm just saying I don't think it sold.
Oh
well
yeah,
at all.
no, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sale wise, it just didn't. Yeah. Not really huge news, but Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 got announced, which I'm extremely excited for. That's coming out fast in the summer. That's cool. What else has we got? What else before we get into anything too huge?
You're missing probably the
here?
biggest news of the day, actually.
Oh
What, the
man.
Starfox?
So no, that would not be today.
Which
no,
one?
Sony's impending implosion
Oh, with the
with
I was getting to
Bungie
that
and all that
with
stuff.
Oh, man.
Bungie and Marathon.
I'm gonna have to. I have ranted so many times about this today. I will try to keep myself contained on this subject because
basically Sony reports a 765 million impairment loss due to underperformance of Marathon developer Bungie, citing very low players of Destiny 2 and very low players of Marathon. Nick, you are our resident Bungie extraordinaire lover. What say you?
Are we really surprised?
No.
No.
People.
No.
I will say people want to say, "Oh, this is Sony's fault," blah 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 blah, and it is to a certain degree because they bought them, right? They
Right.
bought them, but Bungie's been a sinking ship for a while.
Well,
as far
and,
as, like-
and that's why it's Sony's fault because they should have been
Yep.
able to realize this.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think the only thing credit I'll give to Sony is, and a lot of credit is, it seems like they're not necessarily cutting them out. And like, I mean, we'll wait and see in a couple of months down the road what happens there. But as a massive Destiny player, like that was, I would say 80% of the podcast content I listened to, 90% of the creators I followed up until a couple of years ago was all Destiny or Bungie related. So that's been my world for so long. And it's been, I would say, like they went from one relationship to another relationship with another relationship. And every single time it was like, it's not my fault. It's like when you're kids, you know, it's not my fault. It's the teacher. It's not my fault. And every time we're like, oh, it's you, right? It was the evil corporation. Thank God Bungie's independent again. And then when they went independent, guess what? They still sucked. They still sucked. And they were milking their fan base left and right and not giving us much of anything. Every once in a while, they give us something really great, and they'd be like, see, Bungie's still good. They can still do it. Throwing money at them. And then it just like, when Sony bought them, they had just come off from where I will say they peaked. That Witch Queen, they peaked. So when they got their first set of numbers, they saw Lightfall numbers. Lightfall numbers sold off in the back of Witch Queen.
Yep.
And Lightfall was shit. Reason why it was shit was because it was supposed to be a stopgap. They weren't ready to. There was the final chapter to end the Light and Dark saga, the end of the 10 years that we've been going through. They needed more time on it, so they threw it all together. It was garbage, and we thought it was the worst it could possibly be. Then they gave us Lightfall. Lightfall was great because it was Avengers Endgame type level, and then after Lightfall,
you said Lightfall. You mean
oh, sorry,
Final Shape. Yes.
Yep, Final Shape. So
you confused me. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. So they gave us Final Shape, and Final Shape was pretty good. And they gave us oh my gosh, what they gave us in the past year. I honestly thought Lightfall was the worst it could be, and it went.
I don't even know
downhill.
what the most recent one is called. That's how much of a fart in the wind it was.
Yeah.
It was like this crazy portal. They gave us less content for the same amount of money. They're supposed to lean it into replayability, but instead they made it super grindy. And I mean, this is how bad it is right now. You have people that are desperate for any type of content. We were supposed to get a new expansion back in early spring, and then they delayed it till June. It's May 8th. We don't know what that looks like at all, let alone the entire next year of content that they always try to bundle in with that expansion. And it's just, it baffles me. I mean, people also want to put it on Marathon, and yeah, Marathon was a really great game, very niche. Not going to appeal to the general masses. They should have known that wasn't going to get the numbers they were hoping for. I think it still came in less than I thought it would have hit, but I don't know. They've gone super hardcore on it. I don't know, man. It's just it baffles me. It baffles me that this is just where we are now.
Yeah.
They just
as soon as I saw the news of it, I felt like maybe I could run Sony in that department, because I was like, who in their right mind, like you said, Marathon is an extremely niche game. It's exfil, which is popular, but it's still not like reaching to the masses, unlike Arc Raiders type of thing. And even that's dropping now. But it was a hardcore, not as hardcore as Tarkov or whatever. It was very PvP, very skill based. And to think that Marathon was going to do extreme numbers and stay there, I never thought that in a million years, regardless. And
I will say I've seen some discussion that I'm not sure I agree with here, specifically around Marathon. I have to imagine that the beginnings of Marathon's development had to have been before Sony bought them. Yes, I understand the majority of production and all that was probably once they were owned, but it's not like this was like, I've seen people saying like, oh yeah, this was greenlit by Sony. Like, no, this is greenlit by Bungie. And Sony inherited it.
When Sony bought them, they had one game that we were all paying for with a massive studio, and they had 4 games in development. Right. They were running Destiny 2. They had done the Gummy Bears, which actually Sony spun off, and I think that was what the Frog MOBA game that they talked about at one point in time. There was Marathon, and then there was another type of hero shooter that they were looking at.
Right?
That one got canceled. But there was 4 games in active development and had been for a decent amount of time before Sony even bought them.
Right. So I mean, now, Sony obviously could have been like, hey, this is not going to sell. We did drop, but Sony did not greenlight this project. Sony bought Bungie when this project was already in, which was a bad decision. I'm not disputing that at all, but this was already in progress.
And it was honestly it was the furthest along, and it was the most likely to succeed of all of the other incubation products they had going on.
Yeah. Right. And like you said, it's not saying Marathon's a bad game. It's not. It is a good game. But with the amount of quality games that are out there and the fact that this is a very skill check type of game, you're just not going to get a lot of people playing it, especially as they complete the seasonal stuff. There's no reason to go back to it. So, yeah. It sucks. I think Bungie will, people are like, oh, Bungie's getting closed. I don't think they'll close Bungie ever, because there'll always be that Bungie fan base. But I think they're in trouble with what they can create in the future. I think they'll have, a thumb over them, saying like, if they want to branch out and be like, hey, we know where this failed, but we have this great idea. I think Sony will be like, no, you've already had great ideas. You're going to make this now, or something like that. I don't know. But so that was some pretty big news. There was a couple other news things I was looking at. There's nothing crazy. I mean, but before we go into one of our main topics here, Dying Light franchise director leaves Techland after 13 years. Okay.
I actually missed that. I didn't.
He left after 13 years, and supposedly there's rumors of the next Dying Light being set in Japan. But other than that, Tamagotchi Life Living Dream has sold 3.8 million copies, so that's cool.
Just goes to show you, Nintendo can sell anything to anybody.
Yeah,
that game looks totally.
I'm not
stupid.
even gonna start on the Nintendo fans. Konami reports record highs for the 3rd financial year in a row. Good for them. Maybe
funny what happens when a game publisher makes games, huh?
Right. What a surprise. But so that's good to see.
Small one. I know I'm kind of cutting you off the knees here, but I assume you probably wouldn't see this. The DLC for Requiem came out, and evidently is kind of balls, unfortunately.
Isn't it just like a little mini game or something? Or?
Well, we knew it was going to be a mini game. I said the DLC. That's not true. The DLC is a ways out still. There is actual DLC coming, but everybody kind of thought this was going to be Mercenaries and ended up being Romeo, Leon Must Die Forever or whatever. But apparently it's really not very good. And unfortunately, what Capcom should have given us was Mercenaries.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't had more news of Mercenaries coming or whatever. Because usually Mercenaries.
Well, again, this is what we thought this was going to be. But
this is what I thought it was going to be. But
so hopefully, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I haven't heard it's bad. I just heard it's kind of boring and not really worth going back for. But hopefully, whenever we get whatever the paid DLC is, however long that takes, hopefully then they go, okay, let's actually put a proper Mercenaries mode in this, because Mercenaries is fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come along, but it's just a matter of when. So I guess the other big news this week, we'll go over a little bit into it before we give our thoughts. Nintendo dropped a Starfox Direct out of the blue and announced a new Starfox 64 remake for the Switch 2. It'll launch on June 25th, 2026, and will retail at $50 for digital, $60 for physical. And on that note, Walmart and Amazon have been price matching the digital price for physical copies of not just Starfox, but other Nintendo games.
Whatever, is it Yoshi the other one?
Yoshi, I think, is the other one. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So that's coming out June 25th. Includes a massive visual overhaul, new dialogue, a 4v4 battle mode that's accessible through Game Share, and real dynamic avatars, basically VTubers, which Nintendo is now going to own and sue everybody. Nobody will be able to be a VTuber now, and you'll have to have the Nintendo camera for that. New character designs, which not many people are happy about.
Falco looks okay. I think the others all look kind of weird.
Yeah. My thoughts
what was it
on
that
this,
Mighty Q says Slippy looks like he wants to give somebody a hug? Creepy way.
My thoughts on Star Fox is I have been wanting a Star Fox game for so long, and when this dropped, I was like driving my work truck when it was working, and I was like, holy shit, Star Fox Direct. I got super excited. I pulled over into a parking lot, and then it started up, and a goddamn Star Fox 64 remake. It's not what I wanted. I'm glad it's happening. Just give me a new Star Fox game, please. I don't mind.
That's why.
I know, but not for that price. I don't mind the avatars or the characters as much as most people. I'm not the biggest fan of them. They should have just incorporated Star Fox from the latest Super Mario movie into,
especially since showing that sequence from the movie was how they introduced this Direct.
Yeah.
It maybe be hard to do the whole VTuber thing if they use that model.
Yeah, so don't do that.
I guess.
So just don't do that.
It's Nintendo. They've got to be weird.
They're touting this VTuber thing, and it's like, okay, cool, you can use it for one game, right? From what I'm seeing, and the game is 3-4 hours long, if that, unless you're doing the multiplayer. I'm happy it's happening. I just wish it was a new Star Fox game, and I don't think it should be priced this much for what add-on content they have. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for this at all, or were you upset by it? What are your thoughts?
Mind if I go first on this one, Nick?
Oh, go ahead.
I imagine you probably have a little more to say than I do. So, yeah, I'm not feeling the Star Fox design. It's not the end of the world. I mean, the reality is the only time you're even going to see him is in cutscenes. Slippy looks horrible.
I will say Slippy does look a little bit...
What's the rabbit's name? Is it Peppy?
Peppy.
Pepe.
He kind of looks the same, so there's not much difference there. And like I said, I thought Falco looked okay. but I thought certainly Slippy and definitely Fox looked bad. But my big thing is, and if you remember, you don't, but Nick, you might. Just last week, I had said that Starfox 64 was the only one I liked, and that is true. I do wonder how well Starfox 64 will play in 2026. It was pretty damn good in 1997. That doesn't mean it's going to be good in 2026. Now, I understand this is not just porting it and then putting this is not Halo Anniversary Collection, for example.
I saw they're adding the mouse support on there, and there's also supposed to be a style where you can have a 2-player, one person's flying, the other person's shooting.
Yeah, I mean,
or like a co-op.
That's nothing new for them. They do that with games all the time.
So you can beat the game in an hour and a half instead of 3 hours.
I'm not even so much referring to controls because, frankly, it couldn't possibly control as poorly as Star Fox Zero.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about simple design. And yes, I understand it's going to look better, but like we're talking about level and enemy design and all that stuff from 20 years ago. 30 years ago. That doesn't mean it's going to translate super well. Maybe it'll be fine, right? I don't know. But I guess we'll see. I pre-ordered it solely because of the $50 thing, but the reality is I don't think I'm going to buy it. I think I'm probably going to end up, like I did it just so that I could cancel it, get it at that price in case Amazon.
I do like the physical cover. I do like that.
if he didn't look terrible, I probably would, but yeah, so I probably won't get it. Unfortunately, I'll be like, I'd rather wait for a sale, but there's no such thing as a sale when it comes to Nintendo because they're assholes. But yeah, it's probably not too much for me, unfortunately.
Nick, how about you?
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
Oh,
if I had a Switch 2, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I love Star Fox 64, and
that's fine.
I would tell you that they don't look great, but I don't care. Like, yes, please.
You're allowed to like it.
I am not gonna go out and buy a Switch 2 to play it, but if I had it, I would be there day one, ready to go because it is honestly that's awesome. I would be. It starts with the remake or the remake of 64 to see if there's interest there, and maybe they'll bring out more. I think also. Maybe they had to have started this before they did the movie. So between this and maybe with the excitement of the movie, they might like actually do a full blown one, but we won't hear about that for a little while because they don't usually like to show their hands too early. They're not like they're not Xbox or PlayStation and going to show us like a splash screen and say coming in 8 years. They usually they'll have something for it. So I think there might be something there, but. I saw it. I got jazzed. I was super excited, and I don't even have a Switch. It was a great time. It's a pure nostalgia thing. I remember I'd go over to my buddy's house. I didn't have it. He had it. I'd go over to his house. There's 2 games we would play all the time. It was Star Fox 64 and Rampage, and it was just after school, go over there and play those for a couple hours, and then go home.
Man, I loved the Rampage games. They're so much fun. I love those.
For some reason, this podcast is having a difficult time pronouncing Starfox. I thought it was just me, but Nick tripped up a couple times there too.
Yep.
Like I said, I was super excited, and I'm just sad it's another remake. But I'm also glad because, like you said, hopefully it does. I hope they just have another Star Fox cooking, and this is just get some more fans that because we haven't had Star Fox game for countless years, so maybe this will get some more fans. So they
can Wii, right? Isn't that what Zero?
Crazy thing. Okay, think of all the people that are going to be playing this as their first Star Fox, and they only know Star Fox as the guy from Smash.
Right.
Okay. But counterpoint to that, if that's the case, this better be very much upgraded from what it was in 1997. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
True.
Because if it looks good. But and I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but let's say it looks good, which it does. It does actually look pretty good, but still has pretty dated design, and then Star Fox is as good as dead for what you're saying.
Yeah.
So they need to make some, and maybe they did. I don't know. They didn't. They really didn't go into gameplay very much. They kind of overly focused on like showing new cutscenes and stuff.
And I guess there was a couple outlets that are saying that they have added There's a prequel that has Star Fox's father in there.
James,
thank you.
Yes.
But how long is that? Is it like a 5-minute level? Who knows?
What did they say? It's a level, or did they just show that? Because they showed that cutscene.
No, I heard there's a submarine level too that they're supposed to be
a submarine and a tank.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the tank that was there before.
The tank was there before, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, it's good for Star Fox fans. I just wish it was something more. I would be more excited if it wasn't a $50-$60 game. I don't think it should be that much.
But bear in mind, when you consider Nintendo's re-releases, this is a bit on the upper scale side of them. They do. I don't have an issue with re-releases, remakes, remasters, whatever you want to call them.
Me neither.
I do have an issue with how Nintendo does it, where they put very minimal effort into some of them and then charge top dollar. And you did also, don't forget, pay $5 extra just to have a higher frame rate in Xenoblade Chronicles X.
I did.
Which was literally maybe the ripoff of the year. That should have
guilty as charged.
I have always said I think people are quite entitled, expecting everything to be given to them for free, when it is not adding content and it is simply adding higher resolution textures,
unlocked frames, and
unlocked frame rate. That should not be a paid upgrade. That should be a free upgrade. The Xenoblade Chronicles X, the Switch version, that should have been paid, right? Like, I'm not saying that should have been free, but yeah, that $5 thing should have been free.
Yeah. I just hope we get more Star Fox, something new, because it needs to happen. Anything more on that?
Yes, not on that. Not on that. But there is one more major news topic that you must.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So we got the Star Fox Direct, and then much more importantly, we got a far better, not direct, but a showcase later that day by the whatever this Xbox showcase thing they're doing is now. I forget what they're called.
Developer Presents.
Is that the name of it? Is that the name of it?
So.
Well, anyway, for Stranger Than
Xbox
Heaven.
Presents, maybe.
And oh boy,
that's right.
That game looks banging. So first of all, okay, so a little ways back, I don't remember how long ago, I remember saying to you guys that we needed RGG to start moving on, perhaps from Yakuza, because I know everybody liked Infinite Wealth. I think they kind of lost the plot with these last couple of games, especially the pirate one, especially the Majima game. Stranger Than Heaven looks absolutely fucking awesome. And,
it does.
But consequently, it is not them moving away from Yakuza, because it is, as some of us kind of assumed, it is the origin story of the Tojo clan, which is super cool. Because it has always been never explained, and the only thing we ever knew was that somebody named Makoto Tojo started the clan. Now your main character's name is Makoto Daita, I think. So clearly he changed his name to Tojo at some point and found the thing.
With some help from Snoop Dogg.
I'm getting there. Calm down.
I was like, what is this?
So I was always pretty hyped with what they showed, that it takes place across 5 different decades. I did not realize, however, that each of those decades is also a different part of Japan. 1965 being the most recent one, which is, Kamurocho in Shinjuku, Tokyo. Then it starts somewhere in Hiroshima, if I remember correctly, in 1929, I think it is. No, 1915. The second one is somewhere else in 1929. Then I can't remember. Anyway, it goes through 5 decades, and it looks awesome. Something I discovered today, because I was curious about this, watching that segment, and they confirmed this today, and this is a good decision. All you fraudsters that played this game in English, you can't do it this time, because there is only one vocal track. It is both. That's why they had it in English. Well, there are times where they speak English, which makes sense, because at times they are speaking English. Like when they're talking to Snoop Dogg's character, I assume they're speaking English.
Right.
When they are speaking Japanese, you are listening to it in Japanese. There is no There's no English track for that.
Come on. I need to have they got to have a Jackie Chan and like Chris Tucker type moment with Snoop Dogg in your character. You understand the words coming out of my mouth.
Now, one thing I will say, actually, now we didn't see much, but I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty impressive performance by Snoop Dogg. Like that was genuinely believable.
Yeah.
One exception. Why did the character say, "You feel me," or "I'm feeling it," or whatever? That was not something they would have said in 1915. That's my only real issue. But his actual, what we saw, maybe the whole game, he's terrible. I don't know. But what we saw, it's like that actually had a relatively professional like sound and all that to it. So credit to him. Like that was pretty good. I'll blink 50 times if I have to. So I guarantee you right now, without having played 1 second of this game, it'll be better than my eye.
I not to get too far off topic. I saw a Giant Bomb posted video of Grub playing it, the DLC, in one of the hacking segments. So it was 8-0, like, oh god, it's gonna say boobs, doesn't it? And it's just, and then it did the 0-8-5. Like, oh my god, it said boobs. Of course it would. Why would for the hacking code?
6.5 out of 10. Which I'm not even getting into it. But anyway, no, this game looks odd. Like it looks like they really did a good job. Like I mean, obviously, I did not visit Japan ever, let alone in 1915 and 20s and 30s.
Let Silkenet tell us all about it.
Did Silkenet time travel and go back there?
Yes, he did.
But it sure as hell looks like it captures like the way it looked then, and you know, that first place when you're in Hiroshima, it really has a very like poor, you know, immigrants off the boats, you know, docks looking area and stuff like that. And what they showed from the combat looks really cool. It's back to being real time, which I love me some turn based. Yakuza never should have been a turn based game. It's just not what it is. But this is a massive step up from the basically kind of basic brawler that the Kiryu games were. You know, now maybe this will play like total shit. I have no idea. But what they showed, it actually is pretty impressive what they're going for. Where the right bumper and right trigger and left bumper and left trigger control your right and left side of your body respectively. So how much that comes into play, I guess we'll see. But it looks cool and it looks really neat how like your melee weapons get involved, and then they showed some kind of Indiana Jones-esque combat sequences on like moving vehicles and stuff like that. So I was interested. I'm hyped now. That really got me excited. Like that, this looks like it is going to be the evolution that the Yakuza series really needs, as opposed to what it got in good games, but not what Yakuza should have become. And you can shake your head all you want. Ichiban's a clown. Kiryu is the GOAT. Anybody that's been there since the beginning will tell you what I'm saying is true. That doesn't mean I don't like Ichiban. He is a complete fraud compared to Kiryu. Kiryu is...
I want to see an Ichiban one where, because he's obviously going through psychosis with the enemies, that he's actually in a psych ward trying to fight his way out.
That would make more sense than what's actually happening in the two Like a Dragon games. So but not genuinely very hype. Like it
very much.
Was it last week or the week before we were talking about the games we were super excited for? I didn't mention it, but this is very much on that list for me now.
Yeah. Well, I remember when we talked about what is it in the showcase, and I said that it showed a lot of grappling that that didn't have that before. And I think
they did, but it was kind of basic.
Right. And I was what they showed, I will always trust an RGG. Even, as much as Pirate Yakuza probably wasn't the greatest, I still had a really good time with it. I enjoyed it.
I'm not saying it's not a good game, but it's perhaps a little too off the rails for kind of what you want out of Yakuza.
I kind of like that you have the one character that is I'm staring off in the middle distance, super serious, badass type deal. And then we have Ichiban and Majima that's just like, what the fuck is going on right now? Because we are because you do get that with Kiryu, but you have to go to the side stories. Like, and how many people golden path it and miss out on, like, I still go back to Yakuza the Zero and the whole dominatrix who is a piss poor dominatrix, and you're trying to teach her up, and you're doing it on a playground, and these little kids are like, what is going on?
And see, that's kind of what I'm getting at here. Yakuza was always super duper serious main path, like fucking insanely serious, right?
Yes.
And just off the wall bonkers on the side quests.
Yes,
and that is
makes
where
this
I
feel good.
think 7 and 8 lost the plot. Is they got too bonkers on the main quest too, and it's like no, that should be a pretty serious crime story. And it's not that they're not, but they do throw all the silliness into the main story too, and it's like that should be side. That main story should be dripping with melodrama, right? Like without a joke in it.
Such good games. So yeah, that's out winter. I don't think we got an exact date. Just said winter, right?
Just winter of this year. That's what I said.
And then we'll be on Game Pass.
And they did say 2026. They did not just say winter like they did for Metro.
Yeah.
They said winter of 2026.
What else was winter 2026? Metro. Oh, you just said it, Metro.
No, winter is Metro. Alex pointed that out.
Oh, it just said winter.
Yeah,
okay.
they technically have never said 2026. They just said winter on that one.
All right.
So it could be next year sometime, like early next year. But
gotcha. Yeah, just another game to add to the pile of an insane year already. So, so I think that's it. Plus, we're running a little on time here, so we're gonna go into a little guessing game that I have for you guys. Just a little something I threw together, just something quick, just to lighten up the mood and have you guys have a little bit of fun here. So hopefully, if it works here. So yeah, I zoomed in on some eyes of video game characters, and you're gonna try and tell me what character they are. Some of them are very easy. Some of them are for Nick. Some of them are for Rick.
So are we buzzing in, or are you telling us who they're for, or what?
No, anybody can guess. Okay. You can throw it out there.
So do we do a hand up to get our guess in, or what? What's the plan here?
You can just shout it out.
All right, hold on.
Or you can think about it and then say if you guys have.
All right, there we go. There we go. We're good.
What do you got?
I muted Nick.
You muted me.
Oh,
it's cheating.
Let's see. All right. Then we're gonna do a little bit of this. Share screen. No, this one. Jesus Christ! I don't know what's happening upstairs, but they're about to come through the fucking. All right. Who is this?
Mario.
All right. Okay. Nick has got it. Rick, did you have any guess of what it might have been?
Mario.
Did you think it was?
I let him have it because it was so obvious. Yes.
All right. Let's.
See, he's letting me have it. Give this kid one before I start taking over.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna start muting you. Why'd you close the share screen?
Because I only have one up at a time.
Oh, okay.
So this one's pretty.
He's zooming in real time right now.
I should zoom. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll do this. Who's that? I can zoom in more if you want.
It's a star from Mario.
Pac-Man.
Rick's got it. Pac-Man. Very good. Guys are on a roll. Now this one,
since it was like zoomed out at first, I thought it was just a yellow block. I'm like, who the fuck knows what that is? I saw the chisel. I was like, okay.
I tried to not just get the eyes, but a little bit of something in around the face that might give it away, type of thing.
By the way, Pac-Man doesn't even have eyes, so that's bullshit. But still.
So this one's more for, I would say,
I know who that is. It's Nate Drake.
Oh, okay.
Would you have had any guess, Nick? Because I don't think you haven't played him, but I just didn't know if.
Nope.
Coming in.
I've seen it. I've been, from a couple of times jumping in on Alex's stream, kind of lurking, and then seeing commercials and stuff. But
when I said I know who that is, I said that because I thought you were telling Nick it was for him. That's why I didn't say it was right away.
Let's see. Let's see if you guys get this one.
This is both of us again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
What the fuck?
The heck?
I'll zoom it in.
What in the? Oh, that's got to be Cade.
Yep. That was more
Cade
for
6.
Nick.
From Destiny.
It took a second because there's the other thing over the other eye, and I'm like, what the?
Oh, yeah. It's
something in front of his other eye.
Did you the Fable a castle in the chat here. Did you think that was Laura Croft? With Laura Croft is
always the right answer.
Oh man. This one's pretty easy too. I probably should have found some really hard ones, but I didn't know how it was going to come up on the screen. So,
well, what you should do is get it up, zoom in, and then show it.
Well, if I zoom in, it's too much the way the picture was taken. So,
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I have something for that though coming up though in another podcast. Let's see.
Oh, he's cheating on us, Nick.
Right?
That's Cloud.
Oh, is this Cloud?
Yeah. Okay. Damn, you guys got like freaking 40/40 vision or whatever, or 10/10 vision, whatever. Jesus. Or maybe let's look at
I know my FF7. What can I say?
It's the hair.
This one's gonna be super easy.
Plus, I will lie. I knew Cloud was gonna be in here somewhere. I was just waiting for him to show up.
It's gonna happen. This one's gonna be super easy, but it was one of those I had to put it in here.
I was trying to think of the name.
Nice.
Got it.
Nice.
Silken is a fraudulent Final Fantasy fan.
I was going to say Jack from Stranger of Paradise. I should have went like way out of the way.
You should have got something like yeah. You know what?
Noctis. Put Noctis in there. You know.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah. Next time I'll know. But I didn't know. I didn't know how you guys would do. I didn't want you guys to feel bad if you got 0 out of 0. I wanted this to be a fun time. Next time I'll humiliate you guys. That's fine.
Right, what have you unlocked now? Oh, that's what's her face?
Aloy.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And
actually, how did you do it? Just having their eyes? Did you cut?
I used the snip. I opened up the image and then I used the snipping tool. And then we've got. How about this person?
It's Leon.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Yep. At least it took you a couple seconds.
Which version of Leon though? Is it Old Man Leon?
I don't know. It was just a close-up, sexy look of Leon.
Close-up, sexy. Is that way the bags under his eyes are supposed to be the sexy look?
That's in the Google search now.
Run down, Leon.
This is another very easy one. I meant to throw this one at the start, but here we go.
Crash.
Oh, Crash.
Yep. And then
when you said that, I actually thought it was going to be Link. I was prepared to say
Leon.
The last one that I have.
Oh, that's
it's the thing from
Lilith.
4. Yeah, that.
Yep.
Lilith.
Yep. Good job, guys.
I still claim it. I just didn't know her name.
Easy. Made it too easy for you guys. I was thinking about getting some hard ones, but I was like, no, I don't know how it'll come up on the screen.
Silken, if that one was for you, deep in your addiction right now.
Next time, I'll know. I'll have to get some much harder ones in there for sure.
I'm gonna give you guys one because I'm
all right.
Fairly confident neither one of you is gonna get it.
Oh gosh,
which is very disappointing.
Oh boy.
Which program did you say you used? The snipper tool. And what
snipping tool, and then
ready?
Just paint or what?
I just.
It's from Silk Song. It's from Silk Song.
Christ.
I'm already gonna say.
Yeah, you select it, and then I just saved it onto desktop. Or
oh, okay, gotcha.
Select what I want, and yeah, I freaking love snipping tool. The thing's great.
I thought you put it in. Wait, what the hell?
I wonder if I can.
Oh man, Mind's Eye.
Shit.
I wouldn't subject myself to that, let alone you.
Mind's Eye man. That's the answer.
His name, sadly, is Jacob Diaz.
Oh God, how do you know that?
I know,
because I fucking had to play the game. Remember?
God, that's so. Oh,
you so just sorry. Play it. You got a platinum.
Oh God.
Let's not forget.
So I couldn't get through that way, so we'll just do.
I almost put in Lara Croft's PS1 pixelated eyes, and I probably should have. All
right, so here we go. This might be slightly stretched out of. I tried to keep it in format, if you will, but hold on.
All right.
Because you guys aren't going to get this, so I'm going to be very upset about it. All right, ready? Here we go.
Ready. I know that. I know this.
Alex will know this, I think. But Alex, hold your answer for a minute. I think he'll. I think he'll. I know this. Who it is.
I'm gonna be so mad when you say it.
I'm very mad that you don't. Okay, no, Alex does not know it. I stand corrected.
Oh my god.
Kana is not pink. You're not on the wrong track. I will say that.
Kingdom Hearts, then somewhere.
You're very much on the wrong track now.
Oh, okay.
Does that look anime to you at all? Yeah, I guess they are big. Her eyes are big.
Well, it's totally looks Pixar to me.
That's what I said. You're not right, but you're on the right track. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Castle. It's Falcor.
Oh no, that's not who I was thinking. I was thinking.
All right.
It's not a movie. It's a game.
Hold
right?
on. I'm gonna snip it and do a Google image search.
No, you're not. No, you're not. It might not work anyway. It might not work anyway.
The only thing that's going to come up is Frozen. So
I will give you a hint, and it's going to sound like a nothing hint, but if you really think about it, it actually is not a nothing hint.
I know this. I know it.
PS5.
Maybe I don't know it. Knack 2.
No. That's a PS4 game. I'm so disappointed in everybody.
Oh.
No, it is not Concord. I should have picked some for Concord, though.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God. You guys suck.
I'm going to be
probably.
Mad as soon as you... Oh, give us another hint. What genre?
Okay.
Give us something.
Platformer. Kind of. Yeah, platformer. I would call it a platformer.
Astrobot? Some type of character from Astrobot?
I guess this person probably is an Astrobot, but it's not from Astrobot.
Is it
Silk in it? You're not wrong.
That's what I guessed one of them.
Is it from Ratchet and Clank?
One of them.
What?
Is it from Ratchet and Clank?
Is it from Ratchet and Clank?
That's the only thing I can think of because it's kind of not anime, but it's that cartoon.
Yes, you fucking idiots! It is Rivet from Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
God damn it.
I said I knew you wouldn't be able to get. Thank you. Yeah, there he is. As soon as you said Ratchet and Clank, I see Alex immediately knew who it was. I'm so disappointed in every one of you guys. All right, hold on. We gotta do another one because you guys disappointed me so much here. Hold on.
Well, you told us right off the bat that we weren't going to get it. Like,
yeah, that's sadly you made me right. All right, let's see here.
It was a self-manifestation right there. You're going to disappoint me, so here it is.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
All right, I will give you a very easy one. If you guys don't get this in about half a second.
Same. It's on my backlog. That's one of those that I have in my backlog.
It is very good. It's a very good game.
Alex, it's because I had to zoom in. Like the picture was that big. No, I changed my mind. I'm not going to. This is too easy. I'm not going to do this one.
He's going to pick the original look of Sonic before they fixed it.
Oh,
I was going to do Sonic actually. That was, but I'm not. I'll get this one, and I think Silkin' It will get this one.
Do they have fur?
I don't know if you guys will. Let's see. Hold on.
Do they have fur?
Hey, but we're going. This would be 3 for 3 if they have fur.
I mean, no, I guess not. Depending what you can categorize as fur.
That's a bit questionable here.
I was about. Never mind. I'll tell you what I was going to say afterwards because
we're gonna talk about your search history here.
I will not zoom in on this so that it does not destroy the integrity.
But I would like the pixelization.
I think Silkin' It will get this one. I think. Oh, wrong one. Wrong screen. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that well enough.
For spoken?
Is that...
No, but actually, as soon as I see it now, I'm like, actually, there's a few characters that could be.
Is that... Well, Silkin' It might know right now. I was going to say South of Midnight character, but...
No.
Pan Am?
It is Pan Am. It is Pan Am.
Nice.
Really?
Nice.
Oh, he did. He, I'm gonna give him.
I'm
I'm gonna give that to him because technically he probably typed that before you said.
Oh yeah, he. I think he.
I know Silken has a crush on Panem. That's why I figured he would get it.
I mean, that was my option outside of what was that Meredith made that mistake.
Yeah. Meredith is not an option. You can do Meredith and then do one of the other ones.
I did. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. And in fact,
my wife walked out when the whole scene for Meredith was played, and it was really bad.
What's called Venus in Furs, I believe, is the name of the mission. You actually are encouraged to do that because you get some kind of weapon or something for doing Meredith.
What a great game!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I need my.
How did we know he wouldn't have his cookie?
No, to be fair, I haven't bought fortune cookies like in 2 weeks. This thing's probably gonna taste like it's gonna be like hard as a fucking.
Well, you know how you can fix that? Dip it in some vinegar. You'll soften it right up. Right, Silken it? We're still owed vinegar fortune cookies.
It actually had baguettes last night. I was pretty surprised. My wife's really been in this whole like baking the baguettes and like dipping it in the oil.
Silken knew exactly what I was alluding to. There it is. There it is.
I don't think I have vinegar, which is wild because I usually cook with some.
Oh, I mean, it's only been like a year and a half at this point, so
Yeah.
so I'm sure we can wait another week while you go to the grocery store to get vinegar.
Oh, jeez.
Mind's eye while you wait. All right.
There we go. How about this, Silken it? If that is not accomplished within the next week, he then must also play through Mind's Eye in its entirety. What do you think?
I don't know about that.
And he also has to play the DLC mission, which I actually managed to evade it.
Don't. Putting this out there, we're putting some friendly bets. Do you guys ever do SGF guesses or Summer Game Awards? Like
we didn't do summer. We do
not Summer Game Awards.
Or sorry, not summer. I meant Game Awards, main Game Awards.
Yeah, yes.
Every year.
That's where the Mind's Eye thing came from, and that's where ketchup chips came from.
Ketchup chips. So we're gonna have to think about something.
It is decided if you don't get the vinegar and come through with this in what did I say 2 weeks? You have to play through Mind's Eye then too, my friend.
It'll have to be 2 weeks because I'm not here next Friday.
That's fine.
Graduation at college.
Oh, look at it. He's already looking to weasel out of another episode.
That's right.
Yeah, you got 2 weeks.
I'll go first since I wasn't here last week. Okay. Your positive energy will attract success in April. So I guess April 2027 is going to look good for me, gentlemen.
You got a full year to wait for it, I guess.
This kind of shows how old these fortune cookies are that I bought, maybe.
Mine is a little concerning, I won't lie. I think we need to find who wrote this and perhaps set up a monitoring station around our house. An important word of advice may come from a child. That is what this says. I am not making it up.
Interesting.
I can never get it to not be blurry.
From a child. Huh?
Child, right there, child.
Interesting.
I'm very concerned about that.
Let us know.
Mine's weird. You will soon meet the person you admire.
Maybe it's that child.
This could go so many ways with so many things.
I have said enough to get myself in trouble so many times. I'm just gonna do one of those.
Well, I think that's it for us, folks. Before we log off, Nick, where can everybody find you?
Great Conductor on all your socials, on Steam, on Xbox, on Discord, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, the whole shebang bang.
And hopefully not near any elementary schools.
Hey, I have a kid that legitimately should be there.
Oh, no, he has an excuse. Oh, no.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no.
And how about you, Rick? Where can everybody find you?
Butch4969, all the places, except for the ones where I'm not.
Beautiful. And for myself and Spreading the Nerd, just type in Spreading the Nerd on anything. TikTok, YouTube, Threads. I'm more on Threads than anything more. But type us in there. You'll find us. And I think that's it for us, gentlemen. I think it was a good show. Thank you very much. And it's good to be back, even though I'll be gone next week. Hopefully get back on a regular schedule here now that stuff's hopefully going to quiet down. But until then, I won't see you next week, but these gentlemen will. I'll see you in a little while. Until then, thank you very much for joining us and have a good one.